Welcome to the Ill Blur Matty 365 channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel, Brother Blur from the Midwest. Ooh. Welcome back, Legends community. It is the Blur from the middle of the map, and today I'm back with a new video. Today's new video is actually to celebrate an actual milestone on my actual channel. Do you know what today is? It's my March anniversary. Oh, for my channel. So back in March of 2015, I started my YouTube channel, and it's been 11 years. What? Man, that's crazy how time flies. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but today's video is to actually talk about lessons and my experiences as a YouTube content creator. So the first one, go solo. All right, so let me keep it a buck. Let me keep it a bean with you guys. Originally, my channel was supposed to have been like a group or just a couple friends sharing a channel together. That didn't quite pan out the way I thought it was going to pan out because people didn't want to put in the work. People weren't responding to messages, right? So eventually I was like, you know what? Maybe the solo route is better for me. At the time, I was like, yo, it'd be cool to do a channel with my friends. But if you guys ain't got the ambition, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, this is not working for me. Like, just trying to commute back and forth, text messages, phone calls. I just wasn't really getting anywhere. So I was like, you know what? Solo is the thing for me. Yes, it took some time for my channel to grow, of course, but the real thing was I probably would have met a lot of you content creators that support my channel or even subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Because I would have been in a different direction going forward with my channel. So that is a lesson. Like, don't wait on your friends. Don't wait on your cousins. If they don't want to make a channel with you, go solo. Yes, it may take time for things to grow, but understand there's a reason for everything, right? And maybe that reason is for you to go solo versus working with other people on a group channel. But I just got to be real about it. So that's the thing for me. I know a lot of y'all like, what? You almost had a channel with other people? Yeah, I just wasn't for it. I you know, all that yap, blah, 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 blah. Nah, you know, let's get to a point of us putting out the effort and the work. The number 2 lesson for me when it comes to this. Now, and I know a lot of y'all going like, Ill Blurmatic, why are you saying this, right? Why are you saying this? So the next thing is you don't have to have the best equipment to have an actual channel to upload your first video. So I know a lot of y'all like, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. Look, I had a raggedy LG phone, and I mean that phone was raggedy, all right? Like, once the memory got dumped, you had to figure out a way to upload your videos, all right? So that was a bit of a challenge for me, but it was my first video. They weren't the greatest quality videos, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you know? But the thing is, it's the effort, right? I didn't say, hey, look, I gotta have the lights, I gotta have all this. That stuff will come later. If you're able to actually afford those things, like the lighting that you see in the background. Let me just show y'all what I work with. Let me put it back. You know what I'm saying? And just your setup in general, this wasn't always the setup as well. So, like, you can do things, but don't get too caught up in perfection. Like, it has to be the perfect video. No, it does not. Just make the effort, get better at it as you grow, all right? Because that's the thing. People are going to want to stay if you're getting better with it. Now, the lesson number 3 for my channel, and this is something that I almost went there. I almost went that whole route. And honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I probably wouldn't have been able to actually connect with people. And this is something that kind of also was something that I doubted, because let me just explain something. Going solo and not wanting to actually interact with other content creators, it was almost a thing. Let me just explain why, because there's a why to it and there's a story behind it, right? So the reason for that, because some of the things that I was seeing within the content creator lane, people lying, faking, that thing. And that's actually still a thing, of course, right? But at the early stages, I'm like, these people don't want to build with me. Let me just do my channel and just focus on just getting regular subscribers. And then out of nowhere, during the era when I was actually promoting my content, more say, on another social media platform, I come across these content creators. And I'm like, yo, these people are really dope. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? How can I say? Not necessarily traumatized from it, but I was kind of iffy about it. I'm like, y'all really rock with me? Because like at the time, my content wasn't the greatest. I'll admit it. It wasn't quality, right? But these people actually believed in me, right? And these were other content creators. And I almost said to myself, oh my God, I almost went the route that some do. And I'm not saying that that route doesn't work, because I'm sure there are people that just do the content and they just got the subscribers. But me being able to connect with my peers that were content creators, of course, was something that was special. You know what I'm saying? Because you have people that you could bond with. Don't be afraid to open up and bonding with people. I think that was something, even though I had bad experiences early on with my channel, just because you have those bad experiences does not mean they're going to always be bad. You can tell, you can feel when people are being genuine and wanting to rock with you on your YouTube journey going forward as a content creator. So, yeah. Now, the next lesson, all right? The next lesson for me is getting better, all right? Because at some point in time, like I said, the content wasn't the greatest. Put it out there, but the thing is, you have to get better at this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you gotta be like the best in the world type of thing, but just you have to get better. Editing has to get better. You know what I'm saying? Because people expect your content, not to say to be peak, but they want to see something that looks decent, right? Because you're not looking for perfection. You're looking for something that's decent enough that people will enjoy to watch, right? And that was the thing for me. I said, you know what? I got to get better. I took literally, when it came to thumbnails, I took a week off YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Took a week off. I've been people like, yo, where you at? I'm like, look, I gotta get better with these thumbnails. The thumbnails at the time weren't given because I was just putting myself in there. Because that was kind of a thing at some point in time. People had thumbnails was just them on there. And then when it came to editing, I think it took 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks, I took a hiatus from YouTube and so let me just get better at the editing. Like I had videos, right? And that was the thing. So editing, I focused on getting better at. I just used my old videos as like a starting point for me. So yeah, that's the other thing too. Lesson, so what's my next lesson? I'm trying to figure this one out because I don't got this in order and nothing like that. My next lesson is actually me promoting. And here's the thing about promoting, right? Promoting has pros and cons. I honestly could say promoting does help your channel grow. It really does. I know a lot of you probably look at one of my social media like, dang, he constantly promoting it. Because the thing is, I got to get the emotion out there. I got to get people seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can put out a video, upload it on YouTube, but if you're not promoting your stuff, what are you doing? Because promoting is helpful. That will get people's eyes on you that haven't checked out your channel. Like, I might want to check out that channel because you posted it on your social media or whatever form of promo that you promote your stuff with. And that is the thing. I was one of those people like, I promote here and there. You know what I'm saying? That was just how I was. And over time, I realized, I'm like, why don't I just make a page focused on promoting my channel? And that's what I've done. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to promote your stuff. All right? How you gonna get out there if you being quiet about it? Now, the next thing I want to get into is experiences. So with YouTube, I've been doing this for like 11 years, right? The one thing that I noticed, honestly, when it comes to experiences, you have to be adaptable. You gotta be flexible. Be open to learning. Because I think the problem I see with some content creators, they're just stuck in their one way of doing things. Let me tell you something, right? Originally, I was uploading constantly on a consistent basis where I was not just 3 days out of a week. Eventually, I had a realization. I said, you know what? This ain't really working for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay to tweak your schedule, right? So what I did was I said, you know what? Me uploading as much, let me just upload 3 times a week. And 3 times a week is getting somewhere. I do see some progression. This is just the start of the motion that I'm seeing. Versus me pushing out videos every single day. It can get tiring. You can be burnt out from it, all right? You know, it discourage you. The 3 times video upload was a better choice for me. More to do when I'm not making content, you know what I'm saying? And it's great. You know, like I said, I think a lot of us don't want to learn things. And like I said, I've been hearing that uploading 3 or 4 videos is a lot better versus uploading on a consistent basis. Like I don't, you know, that, and personally, I think that's a lot better versus uploading every day and uploading too many videos. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know, some people do upload a lot. I'm like, I'm not the upload video today, here, there. No, that one video out of the 3 each day. You know what I'm saying? One video here, one video there, that type of thing. The next experience with YouTube when it comes to it is that sometimes you just gotta figure it out. All right. So for me, I did a lot of niches with my channel at some point in time. I had to shave some of them niches down because I realized, I was like, you know what? YouTube doesn't mind me doing niches on my channel, right? But I was like, okay, let me stop. Like I did like, I had like a moment, like just random thought in my mind. I said, you know what? Let me just cut down on the niches. And that's what I did. Like the niches, some of them are still there. Some of them are not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, some of the niches I'm like, you know what? It ends here. Like I used to do mukbangs on my channel or snack reviews. Let that go. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't really the motion anymore. Trailers, that was kind of cool. But I was like, this ain't really me. And then there was a few other types of content I did. I was like, yeah, you know, I tried it. It's just not really my thing. This is not something I want to continue forward doing. The next experience is, you know, let's talk about names. Because I went through an evolution of names right along with stages with YouTube when it comes to content. I did not stay with my first YouTube name. And as a matter of fact, I never did put out a video during that time. Even though I started my channel in 2015, I never put out videos during that time when I had my original channel name because I just knew it wasn't going to be it. I knew it wasn't going to be the say all, be all type of thing. And that's the thing. I eventually went through other channel names. You know what I'm saying? Each had things, and then it stuck to me. I'm like, you know what? Ill Blurmatic sounds great because this is actually who I am as a person versus the other names. And then 365 came not too long afterwards. Like, I'm a Blur 365 days. You know what I'm saying? So that was the cool thing about it because, like I said, I'm into this type of stuff, as you can see behind me and everything. I'm like, this is the essence. This is who I am as a content creator, Blurred at that. And that was the thing. Now, the next experience, I've experienced doing quite a bit with videos. I have a lot of videos out there, right? And you know, some videos did better than others. I'm not one of those type of people. Let me just keep it a bucket of beans with you guys. That's like every video's got to reach a big viewing. I know some videos will do well. There's some that won't, because YouTube lets you know like certain videos may not interest people. And that's totally fine. I'm not looking to, hey, every video got to reach a high view count every single time. No, I'm not. And that's the thing. Now, the next experience I want to talk about is being adaptable with YouTube, because this is a big one. There have been times where I've been stuck on YouTube when it comes to like literally subs, watch hours. I'm still trying to get the watch hours back in motion, of course, right? But don't be afraid to continue. Yes, you might get stuck, but you don't stay stuck forever. You can get unstuck as well, all right? It's all about your thought process and figuring out things. That's one thing I love about YouTube. YouTube has kind of gotten me into a point where it's like, you know what? Let me be adaptable, even with the algorithm. This new algorithm thing they got going on, I'm like, okay, let me figure this motion out. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be lost in the sauce. That's what, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, I should have did this, I should have did that. No, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a way. The next experience I want to talk about is podcasts, because I've done 2 podcasts. Would I like to get back into podcasting on YouTube? Of course. The first one was great, had its great moments. Things just didn't work out towards the end, and I just had to move forward. You know, sometimes you have great expectations for things to keep going forward, and podcasting was fun. Like I said, when I do my next YouTube podcast, and I'm gonna learn the lesson from the first one. When I get a co-host, you have to be a YouTuber. If you're not a YouTuber, don't come looking for me. Because, you know, that's the other thing. And then I did another YouTube podcast, and it just, things changed. I don't know exactly. I think people are not really looking for me doing podcasts as much on there. So I kind of just let that go completely. And then there were a couple instances where I felt like people were being disgenuine. I think the last collaboration that never actually took place was because I put a stop to it. I was like, you know what? You not supporting my videos the way I want you to support my videos. We not collaborating on nothing. Nothing. And I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? You miss opportunities. Certain situations don't add up to your way of doing things, and you're like, But overall, as a content creator, this has been an elevator ride. It's got its ups and downs and everything. But realistically, for people that want to know, I am currently trying to get the watch hours up. You know what I'm saying? That is the big thing on my channel. If you can go check out old videos, excluding shorts, because I'm not trying to do shorts at all, just regular long form content or my live streams or my playlists, it is gladly appreciated, because like I said, I am trying to reach the 3,000 watch hours and even the 4,000 watch hours on my channel, guys. But it's been amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know, me being this locked into something, like, because like I said before, originally I was really passionate about art. YouTube has become my second passion. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? This is literally my second passion. I love researching, figuring out things, putting videos together, that type of thing. The whole 9, you know what I'm saying? So it is the hardest working blurred on YouTube, guys. What lessons or experiences you learn from if you are a YouTuber is the hardest working blurred on YouTube, guys. I'm gonna run that outro for you. Thanks for watching my channel. Like, comment, and share, and subscribe to the channel. The Ill-Blooded 365. Ooh.